History isn't always written by the winners. Sometimes it's quietly edited by the powerful, not with loud announcements or obvious lies, but through deletions, selective storytelling, and carefully chosen facts. Because when you control the past, you control how people understand the present. Throughout history, powerful groups have decided what gets recorded, taught, and remembered. In ancient empires, new rulers often destroyed records of the old ones. Statues were torn down, names erased from stone, achievements reassigned, not just as revenge, but as reputation control. In medieval times, when most people couldn't read, history lived in churches, royal courts, and monasteries. So if a king wanted to look heroic, that's how the story was told. And if an enemy embarrassed the crown, that chapter simply disappeared. Colonial history shows this clearly, as European powers didn't just conquer land, they rewrote stories. Advanced civilizations were labeled primitive, resistance fighters were called rebels or criminals, and exploitation was renamed civilization. In the 20th century, totalitarian regimes perfected this practice by altering photos, erasing former allies from images, and rewriting school textbooks overnight, so yesterday's hero became today's traitor. Even in democratic societies, history is not neutral, because governments choose what to emphasize, what to downplay, and what to ignore. Wars are framed as necessary, failures are called complex situations, and uncomfortable truths are buried in footnotes. The most powerful edits are not outright lies, but omissions, events that never reach classrooms, voices that never get quoted, and perspectives that never get archived. And this still happens today, as algorithms decide which stories trend, media corporations shape what narratives sell, and political interests influence what is called context or bias. That's why two countries can teach the same historical event and tell completely different stories. So whenever you hear a historical fact, ask one simple question: who benefits from this version of the story? Because history is not just about what happened, it's about who had the power to explain it. And the quiet edits are often the most powerful ones.